So they're wondering, after everything they did for all those years, he was entangled. After everything they did, how come you're still standing? How is it possible? So what's going on in their mind? They're like, do you even have any idea how many people they have destroyed before you? So have you guys ever wondered why the narcissist keeps on checking up on you when you guys are apart, when you've separated, when you've discarded? Do you know that those people, they are the ones that are going to be the first to check up on you? And they're going to check up on you. They have a new supply, they have somebody else, then a new relationship. But they're still very curious about your life. Who are you dating? Where are you going? What job are you doing? Those kind of stuff. What are you eating tonight? The narcissist is not checking up on you because they are worried about you or they are very interested in your welfare. It's not like that. They're checking up on you because their plans to destroy you did not work. So they're wondering, after everything they did for all those years, he was entangled. After everything they did, how come you're still standing? How is it possible? So what's going on in their mind? They're like, do you even have any idea how many people they have destroyed before you? You're dealing with evil. You see, we are coming into the stage whereby we are no longer polishing. We are going to stop polishing this whole thing of narcissistic abuse. There's no more polishing. So we say it as it is. It is the only way to help people, by saying it as it is. Okay? Because when you polish it, the experience, you're sugarcoating things. You know, there's people that are struggling to heal. If you're coming around and telling them this watered version of narcissistic abuse, they don't fully know what is going on. It is spiritual. You're now telling them about some mental illness, whatever, personality disorder. I can promise you something. There is nobody that is going to check on you harder and faster than a person that has tried to destroy you. That person, they want to know all the details. How did you survive? You know? I had a gang of witches and warlocks back in those days, in those months, couple of months ago. So there was those gangs of witches and warlocks and covens who teamed up to destroy me. So they thought that I didn't know. So they was thinking that I don't know what is going on. Maybe they thought I was blind, you know. And then later on, they failed. In the next few days, they was moving around like monkeys, you know. They was checking every other spot I could be. So they didn't know that I was watching them, you see. A person that wants to destroy you, they want to destroy you with passion. You see, a time is going to come. It has already come. I don't know which other time we're talking about. As we're speaking now, we are starting to realize there is people on this universe that do not deserve your love. They do not deserve your energy. They do not deserve your attention. Those are the people they call the narcissists. They do not deserve your time and energy. Come to think of it, ladies and gentlemen, a person walks up to you. They say they like you. Okay, man, woman, doesn't matter. They say they like you. You know, you're looking nice, all the stories and everything. Can we date? Do you want to go on a date with me? You say, okay. Why not? We'll give it a try. Maybe you're single. Maybe you need someone. Okay. You bring them in. The person walks in. The very first thing they do, they start comparing themselves to you. And they start to realize there is something inside of you that they do not have and they really want very, very desperately. So what they are doing now, they are beating down your qualities, everything that you thought was okay with you, the way you dress. You don't have any problem with how you dress. You don't have any problem with what time you go to sleep, what you eat. You have got your schedule, you do gym, you work out, you eat healthy. They are coming around and they are seeing that you are the complete opposite of them. So now they don't know what to do with you. They cannot understand how is it possible. This person is too different. What are we going to do? That is when they start to plan how they're going to destroy you. The destruction is coming from jealousy, the feelings of jealousy. A person gets jealous of you to that extent that they need to get you out of the way. That is the evil we're talking about. And I don't even know why we don't have narcissist institutions. Why are they not institutionalized? You know, I don't understand why they're still walking up and down, you know? So you find a situation whereby you are thinking about loving someone and giving them your time and energy and your love, affection. But then that person comes in and slowly, slowly, they start to plan how to get you out of the way. You see, one of the most difficult thing, and I think dangerous thing, you ever have to deal with is something they call narcissistic abuse. I don't know if anybody told you this. This thing is dangerous. It's very, very horrible. The ones that have gone through narcissistic abuse, they know. We know the experience properly, in detail. You remember all those moments where you was dealing with something you couldn't understand. You remember the moments where you would wake up and the whole day doesn't make sense. You don't even know who is sleeping in your bed. You're thinking that why do you feel like you're sleeping with a stranger? Why are you walking on eggshells? Why does everything feel very scary when you are doing things? You first have to think, what is he going to say? What is she going to say? That kind of stuff. So you're seeing these signs of somebody that is unlike anybody else you've ever seen, but you cannot yet put a finger on it. You don't know what it is. It's baffling you and you want to know. You really, really want to know desperately. But the more you want to know, the more it doesn't make any sense. And then on one particular day, something happens, you wake up and you realize you was entangled with the demon. So you now remember all of those things that used to happen. And you're trying to add all the pieces together, putting the puzzle, and everything fits. And you're like, okay, this was the game plan. The entire game plan of that situationship was to destroy you. And when I'm talking about narcissism, I'm not really talking about these relationships or whatever friendships. It can be in a scenario, it can be a workplace. You may be dealing with some of them. The destruction is the game plan, is the end game. It can be in a situation where you have a landlord They are slowly, secretly plotting to destroy you. Because that's what narcissists do. You cannot expect anything better from a narcissistic person. So a lot of times when you leave people behind, you have dealt with toxic people, you are going to realize they are very desperately looking for you. They are desperately looking for you because for them, in the narcissist's playbook, their game plan, so your survival is not in their schedule. So your survival is not on the list. You know, when you're dealing with these demonic people, demon narcissists, your survival was not on the plan. It was not part of the plan. So the whole entire thing they was doing, they was making sure that you're going to be destroyed. So the moment you survive narcissistic abuse, it is going to send them in shock. Actually, that is going to be the biggest injury a narcissist has ever got. The moment they realize that they have failed to destroy you, those demons, they are going to realize you're one of the strongest people they've ever dealt with. The only victory is claimed when they have destroyed you. When they have finally said, okay, that subject is finished, nothing left of him, then they can now move on comfortably. Because now they know the project was done. It was a project. So what kind of life are we living, ladies and gentlemen? What kind of life are we living? And we really believe there's going to be harmony on this planet when we are dealing with this kind of individuals, and they're everywhere. Society looks like now is only training narcissistic people. The programs they put in your head is only driving people towards narcissism. So you now have just a few people that you can count, and you say, okay, this person has got a conscience. That person still has feelings. They can empathize with people. That kind of stuff is very few. Because those people, the very first thing they do is they are going to destroy and kill your empathy. Because they want you to embody a similar energy like they do. So they slowly destroy your genuine feelings. Is why when you're talking to these people, your feelings are not valid. You may have a real genuine feeling. You may tell them like this, no, I was thinking about this. What about this? Don't you think about the neighbors? Don't you think about this? Oh, no, you don't worry about this. No, it's not your business. So they kind of bring down that ability for you to empathize. Genuine empathy, because they do not have it. So when you have empathy, you become the opposite of what they are. You become a threat. How dare you empathize with people when they cannot empathize with anyone? How dare you have that empathy? How dare you have those feelings, genuine, real feelings for people? They do not have that. They are empty, shallow people. The world will change fully and completely the moment narcissism will end. Otherwise, when we're still going around in circles with narcissists, it's going to be a very long fight, a long battle. It's spiritual warfare, ladies and gentlemen. On this planet, there is a lot of spiritual warfare. So, what we take from this video, you have dealt with a narcissist. You wasn't dealing with a real person. You was dealing with somebody that was very slowly and secretly planning to check you out. You just didn't know this. And those are going to be the very, very first people. The moment they figure out you have escaped, you have gone and you're free, is not in their vocabulary. They don't understand it. They're going to run around like rabbits. They want to know what you did. How did you do it? How is it possible? Everybody didn't survive. You, how did you? How did you even do it? It's going to send them in shock. A narcissist can fail to get out of bed for the rest of the week because they are suffering an injury caused by somebody they failed to destroy. Is why when you live with those people, when you leave them and you guys have ended the whatever situationship or relationship, is why you will see They are going to run very fast, and they're going to start stalking your social media. They want to stalk your place where you stay. They want to. Is why when we're telling you to leave, we don't tell you to leave and you go in the house next door. No, you have to completely vacate the whole vicinity, entire zip code. You have got to change the entire zip code because you're dealing with a demon. You're not dealing with normal regular human people. So you do not discard a narcissist and you think you're just going to walk away and you're going to go and live in a few blocks down there. It's not going to happen. They are going to be on your case because they are very desperately trying to finish the job that they started in the first place. The job of destroying you, they want to finish it. So they try to make sure that they follow you up. So when you're getting those random calls in the middle of the night after a couple of months or whatever, and you're seeing them smiling a little bit, I know this because I have a narcissistic parent who reached out after we had a communication. I think it was around maybe after 2 or 3 years, maybe 2.5 years or something. And they was very sweet in the beginning. Oh, it's a long time. Hey, everything, this. But me, I knew the game plan. So eventually, when they realized that I wasn't moving and I wasn't giving them that supply they was looking for, that is when instantly they stripped, they flipped, you know, and the mask, had to come off because they was dealing with somebody who already knows the game plan. So any checkup from people that have tried to destroy you, this can be narcissists, this can be witches, can be covens, warlocks, all those people in that category, evil people that have done all they could to destroy you and they have failed, they are going to be the very first people. So it is not everybody that usually comes back in your life to check on you. And again, you have to use discernment. There can be sometimes genuine people, but you have to be very careful about the people who used to do horrible things to you many years ago and they are trying to swing back in. They are simply coming back to do and to finish the job they started in the first place. Okay, because you are the one that got away. Let us know what you think about it. I've been doing a bit. This has been a motivational video for the survivors and thrivers of abuse, just to give you a heads up what you should expect, and make sure that you always protect yourself because these knocks be around everywhere. Like, share, and subscribe. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in this description below. And until then, I will see you guys in my next one. Denzel Most signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.